Kampai.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all.
No?
Every time I reach to put my jacket on, because it's a little chilly.
Yeah.
Every time I reach for it, I get
You get the waft.
I get the waft of heat from above, from the heat lamps.
Well, never mind. And so you're constantly. It's like I always imagine.
I'm straddling the line here.
Exactly. I've always imagined like if you were on Mercury, like in the daytime it's like 7 billion degrees, and in the nighttime it's 7 billion degrees below. So if you were like right on the Terminator.
Did you say the Terminator?
Yeah, the Terminator between
Daytime
daytime and
and
nighttime.
I'd be back.
Well, that would be bad too.
Okay.
As if you were on the Terminator. Like balancing on him, I guess.
I recently learned that Mercury is actually, like Venus is warmer than Mercury.
Is this a greenhouse gas kind of thing?
Probably.
I don't know. I have to admit that
Mercury's closer. It should be hotter, right?
Yeah, you would think. But I guess maybe without an atmosphere.
What do you feel?
And considering like Mercury's
the
like
dark side of Mercury's.
What's that called? Gridlocked or
gridlock.
orbitally lost or whatever.
Gridlock.
Where it's
terrible gridlock on Mercury. People are always complaining. The Mercurians are always complaining.
They didn't design their highways very well. But where it's
lacking atmosphere.
It's like the moon, where it's the same side as facing the sun like all the time. You know, and so the dark side is always the dark side.
Tidal lock or something. What they call it. Like,
what do you say when you say Mercury is X temperature? It seems like half of it is extremely cold, half is extremely hot.
So is the moon like excruciatingly hot on the side that's shining in this? I guess it is.
Well,
right?
the sun doesn't shine on the same side.
Yes.
Here we go. Yeah.
This guy looks really excited.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Quite excited.
Anything else I can get for you, fellas?
No, I think we're good.
Oh, I think we're good for now.
Thank you so
perfect.
much.
Thank you. Okay, so yeah, this
Do you?
this is like a professional burger. Right
Do you
here.
typically accept your plate as it's served, or do you turn it in a certain way?
I can't say that I turn it a specific way every time, but I am not beyond repositioning my plate. I do think there is an optimal rotation of the plate.
Yeah, but you have to settle into it. Do you ever find yourself re-rotating it? Like, oh, this didn't really go as I expected, and so
I guess I have. Yeah. I don't like stick to my guns with the plate.
Like I'm not real sure. Yeah, this one, the way it's shaped, I'm not. I think I feel like it has to be this way. It's kind of like
It is a very odd shape,
like a
isn't it?
kidney or something. I don't know what that is.
It's almost like a T-bone steak.
So this is one of this.
There.
I got it. So what we ordered here, and this I'm so excited for you because this is your first time here.
I've never been here
to
before.
Geyser
I've never
Point,
eaten this before.
which is where we are, Geyser Point.
Geyser Point
At Wilderness Lodge.
Disney's Wilderness Lodge.
Your first time, a lovely, lovely place here.
Very nice.
This is one of the best burgers on property.
Best burgers.
The bison burger, and it's not. Thing is, I don't think it's 100% bison. Maybe it is 100% bison. I think maybe it's the one at. I don't know. I'm gonna make lies up now, but I'm excited for you because you haven't had it before, and I'm hoping it's a good night. Because sometimes you get the nights where it's like, this isn't exact as I remember it.
Now, I was a little concerned because burgers aren't the most orderly food to eat.
No, this is gonna be a mess.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I'm glad we're getting this on the old
Without a doubt, this is gonna be a
video
mess.
here.
It's gonna be a disaster, and this is also great sound.
Yeah.
The sound of fire. The sound of fire.
Hunka burning burger.
What beer did you? So you got the Dead Man Walking.
Rogue Dead Guy.
Okay.
Ale.
What did I got? Spice.
You got Moonshot, Moon
Spice,
Man,
Moon, Elysium,
Mr. Moon Boy,
Spice, Stardust.
Elysian Space Dust IPA.
That's it. Yeah, I won't remember. And I'm not much of a beer drinker, but I do like IPAs, and I do like beer with burgers.
IPAs too.
So that's the thing.
A lot of people
He's going
hate
for the fries
IPAs
first. Oh, that's interesting.
Well, I know people love it when we eat on the show, but this is like the perfect size.
Didn't get him.
You get him?
No,
Oh, cool.
I didn't get him.
Oh, man.
He's going to be
Well,
back.
I'll be back. Demoralized him, at least.
I'm sure that's
This is, but this is like the perfect size of fry. I like this size of fry.
Usually you get waffle fries.
Do you
That's
really?
what I remember.
No, I love a waffle fry.
I remember getting waffle fries here. I don't feel like she asked. She didn't say like waffle fries or.
Yeah, it didn't sound like that was an option.
And I feel like I got the. I feel like I got the crappier of the fries too. Like you got a lot.
I got better fries?
Well, I got like the little niblets.
I think my
I
fries
got the
like,
fry. I got the fried niblets.
I think that's comparable flat.
I got
fry.
like no. Look at this little guy. I mean, what is he?
Well, I got some little
He's like-
pudgy dudes too. Stragglers. Look at that.
Okay.
I'll still eat them though.
If I
want him to get
eat that
bummed.
gnat tonight, I'm not gonna be happy.
If you don't what now?
If I eat that gnat tonight,
Oh,
and I know
yeah.
it, if I don't realize I'm eating the gnat, I'm fine.
Is there pickles on this?
I just don't want to know that I'm eating the gnat if and when it happens. That's all. Do you not like pickles?
I'm not a big fan of the pickle.
Oh, brother, you should have said that
I
before.
like a sweet pickle by itself, and only a sweet pickle.
So you got bison burger, you got lettuce and tomato, you have bacon, of course. You have this little onion, this delicious like fried onion
The
things,
onion things, yeah.
and then
onion
and then
strings.
cheese. I don't know what the cheese. Which cheese is it? Cheddar.
So, yeah.
And then you
Good.
have the Marion Berry jam or something, right?
Marion Berry. Got that.
Pre-prison
There's
jam.
also a Don King sauce on here, I think. Okay, that's ridiculous. That is fantastic. This. When you say best burger on property, there is no. Well, maybe no. This is it right here.
Right? Why can't they all be like this? I don't know either. Oh wait, there's some little. Oh, there's some like little Don King sauce. You said that. Doesn't suck. So. The thing I love about this place, not just the setting, you really can't appreciate the full setting at night, honestly. You got waterfront on one side. We're not on that side which is a good thing because it's windy tonight.
Very windy, yeah.
And so we're actually in a really kind of relatively pleasant spot right here. But this beautiful view of Bay Lake. At night, you really can't see it. But one of the things you can see at night, depending when you're here, is the electric water pageant comes through.
Come through here.
Yes.
Very cool.
And then they pipe them. Well, the music you can usually hear from the electric water pageant, but when there's fireworks going on at the Magic Kingdom, when they do that sort of thing, you can go out to the water's edge also and see the fireworks from here, off in the distance. Somewhat obscured by the contemporary, so the low stuff you don't see, but
Yeah.
it's the contemporary.
Yeah.
But they pipe the music in here.
See,
So you get to hear
that's
the
that
music.
extra mile. That's awesome.
So it makes it so you can come to this lounge, have serious food. This reminds me of Three Bridges, right? Like you can,
Yeah, this is-
real food, full bar.
Kind of this alternate off to the side sort of eating venue. This is serious.
No ADR required. No advanced dining reservation required. In fact, they don't take it. Great. They're amazing.
Fantastic.
As usual. Thank you.
Perfect.
That's Jess. She's great. And so you can't make a dining reservation here, but that's actually a good thing because it's walk up only.
I agree.
I didn't check in the app to see if you could add yourself to the list from afar. So that's something they're doing at some other places like Three Bridges. But you waited, 30 minutes or so? And it was like prime dinner time.
And not even, I'm not entirely sure.
And we could have eaten, I guess, no, I don't know if you can go with I used to, typically during normal times, we do not live in normal times, there's bar seating all around the bar. All around the bar. And that spot right there in the corner, like actually not that corner, but like Well, maybe it is that corner. No, right here, right here. That spot right there. That's my favorite spot.
That's your favorite spot. Now, why is that?
Because not only do you have this nice view of the water, so you can be at the bar but still see the water, right?
Right, sure.
But there's power. There's a power outlet right there, and so if you bring your laptop down here or something, you have a burger, you can get some work done. That's the spot.
What I like about places like this at Disney is that you setting up a micro remote office. Nobody bats an eye. They're cool with that. You do what you got to do.
Pardon me. Is it Disney school with that?
Yeah, well, this restaurant is. And most of the restaurants where you can do that, they're fine if you do that.
Cast members here are great. During the day, like the past 6 times I've been here during the day, I've had Andrew serve.
Andrew, okay.
Doesn't matter where I sit, over here, over there, there. Always Andrew.
Perhaps Andrew is a fan.
Or he did something wrong. He gets stuck with it.
Right. You see who's here, Andrew.
Yeah, like,
That's sure
he's back. Oh my God. All right, I'll deal with him.
When is my sentence going to be over?
Maybe he's actually really good, and the special cases get assigned to him.
You're considered a high difficulty rating customer.
I think they call it special. That's what it is.
I think they refer to them as pass holes.
Okay.
Oh, the P. Okay.
You hate it, right?
Can't stand it. I got to get this out of away from me as quickly as possible. Best way to do that, eat it.
Now, another fantastic lounge on property here. Territory Lounge.
Here at the Wilderness Lodge. Territory Lounge.
You not been there?
I haven't been there either.
All right. We may need to stop there. We may
Right.
need to stop there on the way.
It's a
Same.
2-lounge night.
It is. Because that's worth checking out too.
It's a great band from the 70s.
Territory Lounge.
2-lounge night.
Oh, really? Okay.
3-dog night. Originally it was 2-lounge night.
Oh, boy.
But then they added the third dog.
After the triple dog dare.
Yeah.
So good.
That's ridiculous. This burger has no business being this good. And let me tell you something else. From ordering to food, 10, 15 minutes, not long at all. And ducks. You get ducks in the restaurant. What else could you possibly ask for?
I kid you not. I have video of this to prove it. I was sitting in my favorite spot. And I don't know if it was those ducks, but it was a family of ducks. Comes through here, like Papa Duck, with he's the mallard, right? Mama Duck, and like 6 ducklings walking behind, like just walking on through. A family of ducks.
Ducks won't go to Disney.
It was cute. It was cute.
Did the Papa Duck look like he was really tired?
I don't think he's doing much. He looked fine. Oh, here they come. Hello.
Hey, buddy. What you getting on into?
Hello. I think. I'm a little nervous now because I don't know where. Oh, he was definitely under there.
Gotta get on the show.
Little kids trying to touch the dog. Do not try to touch the dog.
Ducks don't dig that.
Affleck. That's what they're saying. I feel like, yeah, Dad Duck's like supervising. Which way do you want to go? Where do you want to go now, Marge? I don't know why her name's Marge. Simpsons, I get that.
Very stereotypical name for a duck.
Yeah, they're just hanging out. They're just hanging out. They're just hanging out.
I mean, that's...
Well, they want to go inside. They're like, oh, I think we can get in the kitchen this way.
Well, she wants to go in there, make sure it's clean. Like, you're gonna get us thrown out again. What more can be said?
Okay. I think it's important at this point to point out
Yes.
that one of the great things of being on Disney property or near Disney property is your ability to go to any of the resorts
Yes.
to visit, to dine, to shop.
That's awesome. Just to walk around.
Some resorts make it easier to get to than others. And some resorts they're like deliberate in preventing people from parking there because they're like popular for people who are trying to get around, trying to like paying for parking
Right.
at the parks.
Right.
Okay, so that's why it's like typically like any of the Magic Kingdom monorail resort loop resorts like Contemporary, Grand Floridian, Polynesian, although not right now, but Polynesian because the monorail's not stopping there right now.
Good point.
Really, like you need to have business at the resort.
Right. Yeah.
Guest dining reservation. Sometimes if you're going to go shopping, they'll let you in for that. But if they're crowded, they may even say no about that. But Wilderness Lodge, since it's kind of off the beaten path, similarly, Animal Kingdom Lodge,
Yes.
they don't so much mind.
That one is extremely way off the beaten path.
Riviera, difficult to get in without a reason to be there.
Yeah.
But a reason to be there can be I have an ADR, I have a dining reservation.
Yeah. That's
I
neat.
have, or I'm staying there, right? I could be going to, some of them, well, you can do a mobile food order. So if you're going to go, so maybe you can't get a dining reservation, but you want to go eat at like a counter service there at Riviera, you can do that. You go to Prima Piatto. You cannot do that at the Epcot resorts.
Like, say,
Like make
I'm
a
going to
dining.
go to the counter service. They don't care.
No, don't do that.
No good.
You either need to be a guest at that resort,
Yeah,
or
and I
have
can see
or
why.
dine-
I mean-
right. It's highly abused, and so but it doesn't matter. Like if you're at a park, it's easy to get to those resorts and then back to the park.
Yeah.
If you have a vehicle, you can get to a resort like this. This is why Wilderness Lodge is so special, because you come in here, you can say, "I'm going to Geyser Point." Come on in,
like,
welcome
bad
home.
mouth.
Right? It's great. Have a good time. One of our favorite places, Grandisino Tower at
Yes.
Coronado Springs.
Yes.
Come on in, baby. Like, where are you going? Dahlia Lounge, Three Bridges, Rick's Bar and Grill. Come on in. You're welcome here.
Yeah.
And like this is like a perfect place to come. You could take the boat during the day from the Magic Kingdom. You could take the boat from the Magic Kingdom to the Wilderness Lodge, have lunch here at Geyser Point,
Yeah.
get on the boat, go back to the Magic Kingdom.
That's a good idea.
The meal you have here and the time you'll have here is better than anything you're going to find in the Magic Kingdom.
That's for sure. That's a pro move right there.
That's what we're here for, man.
That's right. That's right.
I can't believe you finished already.
Well, that is why you failed.
What else? What other tidbits? They open. I think they open here at noon. So you can get here as early as noon for that. Territory Lounge, I believe, doesn't open until 4:30 or 5.
Okay.
Whispering Canyon, which is a table service restaurant, you do need an ADR for there. That's open morning to night. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, serve there.
I bet they have a good breakfast.
You've never had breakfast there?
Dude,
It's so early. I can't get up for breakfast.
Kick back, watch the ducks,
Why do you point at me?
watch you eat.
Great, no pressure.
I already ate all of mine. I won't let you know what happens. I won't spoil the rest of the burger for you.
You were looking at dessert.
Oh, there's no question. Is there going to be a dessert? There is always a dessert.
I don't think you got
that. I've got that thing.
I don't think you got dessert at Three Bridges.
Oh, doing fantastic. Thank you. I don't think I did either. Now that you mention it, I don't remember what they had. I think I remember kind of going, nah, I'm not feeling any of these things.
Really?
Yeah, I don't remember what it was, and it could have just been a mood thing. But
You? Moody?
but no, not me. Although I got that thing where, you know how like if you bite your lip once,
Oh yeah, it
then you bite it 7 million times
Right. Did
later.
that happen to you?
Yeah.
When?
I think it was before I got here.
Oh no, it's fresh.
Yeah, it's like right
no.
now.
So
This is a going concern.
Have you rebitten it since we've been at the table?
Oh, like 3 times. I think.
I'm glad you didn't tell me this earlier because like I have sympathy. Like I'll get sympathy pains from this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So why didn't I tell you this earlier? You want the sympathy pain?
Well, I don't know.
I mean, I
feel
appreciate
bad
your
about it. Like,
solidarity.
yeah,
I mean, that's fantastic. But
now I can't take my eye off your lip. I'm like waiting for it to happen
I
again.
can't
It's like
goofing with it with my tongue.
I'm just like it's suspense here.
And that's the thing is that like my mouth has this sort of emergency response when that happens. And I bet you once I go through the video, I bet you I can find the 3 spots where I bit it, because as soon as I bite down, my mouth goes boom, like it like it like springs open in an emergency procedure. That's like, you almost ate yourself. Quick, reverse. Wah, wah. Speaking of wah, wah.
Oh my gosh.
What up, duck?
You almost ended up with burger all over you. Like it was.
Well, I'm disappointed now. That would have been really cool in the in 3D.
Oh yeah. The ducks would have loved it.
They probably would. I am not supposed to feed those ducks, but man, I want to.
Don't do it.
I know. But I see the duck, and I know the duck is hungry, and I want to.
That's a well-fed duck.
I want to feed the
The
duck.
duck's not hungry.
I won't feed the duck, but I want to feed the duck. I enjoy ducks very much.
He definitely came through here.
Oh, he's.
I hope he didn't poop on my bag.
Well, if you don't give them food, they get a little irate, and they want to.
So, Sophie, my Australian Shepherd,
Yes.
she peed on Henry's bed.
Now, was this
This
vindictive,
afternoon.
or is
Well, I
it
think
just,
so. Like,
yeah?
and he kind of deserves it because he was home. He got home. I don't know, 2-ish. I wasn't there.
Yeah.
When I came home at around, I don't know what it was, 5:40-ish, 5:45-ish. I walk into this situation.
Already in progress.
Blah, 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 right? Okay. Have you taken the dogs out? His answer is no. Mom let them out before she left, which was like around 2-ish.
Okay. And this is what time that you got home?
5:45.
5:45. Okay. So it's
She wasn't whining at the door or anything. Like, okay. She just walked into your room, climbed up on your bed, and peed on it.
probably not even breaking eye contact either.
Oh, right. I'm like, she knew exactly what she was doing.
Yeah.
You're the only one home.
She chose
You're
your
the only
bed.
one with opposable thumbs who can actually open the door to let me out. I'm peeing on your bed. She didn't pee on her own bed. She didn't pee on my bed. She didn't pee on the carpet. She didn't pee on the... She peed on his bed. She
On the
totally knew what
bed.
she was doing. Yeah.
Man.
So that happened.
I like it when, I don't know why, but I like it when animals are petty like that.
You should have a cat.
Well, yeah, that's the sort of the stereotypical, I guess, example of that. But it's just so funny because we think of them as not being particularly nuanced, but they will hold a grudge and they know exactly what they're doing, and I think it's awesome. I think it's hilarious. And it's also one of the reasons I don't have a dog or a cat.
Because you fear it?
Well, because I don't want that to be an X factor in my life. Not necessarily fear it, but I do know that at some point I'm going to deserve that. Probably unwittingly or, through ignorance of some kind. Not like I'm not going to be like cruel to anybody. But yeah, at some point I'm going to goof up and I'd rather not deal with
It's
a
gonna
cat
happen.
turd on my pillow.
I'm with you. Yeah. Well, anytime you want to borrow one.
Borrow a dog or a cat? Now, do you have cats? Yeah, I only know the dogs. Okay. So the dogs would have eaten the cat at this point.
I've had a cat.
I like stupid cats.
One and done.
One and done, huh? I like cats that are stupid. I don't know what it is about the cat getting into dumb situations and ending up like upside down behind the couch or whatever. Something about that endears me. I like cats that do dumb stuff.
Sorry, I stopped listening because someone dropped something and then I couldn't take my eyes off it. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me. Like, I watched and it's this whole Schadenfreude thing. I'm looking, I'm like, how's this gonna end? And she's looking like I have to put something down to pick this up. And the cast member came to her rescue.
Oh,
But I swear she almost tipped the rest of the plate. Like she's like looking to try to figure out what's going on.
oh!
I almost did the rest
so
of
it's
it.
about to sort of snowball into
Yeah.
a whole ordeal. That happens to me a lot. Well, like I'll drop something, I'll bend over, and some other crap falls off. Or
Oh, it's
whatever.
like a comedy routine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then you walk around and you're kicking it while you're trying to chase after it.
This is at the part of the meal where you're like, I don't need to eat these fries.
And yet I still am for some reason.
My stepmother, I know she still does this thing. But I'll never forget the first time I saw it. We were in San Francisco. We were at this nice like seafood restaurant. Actually, I don't know if it was a nice seafood restaurant. It was a seafood restaurant. Fisherman's Wharf, probably not a nice seafood restaurant. She had finished eating, and she proceeded to like pour water all over her stuff.
Oh, to prevent herself from
I guess.
picking at it?
Right.
I've heard of that. Somebody else I know has done
Making
that.
your food disgusting and then
Yeah, so that you won't be tempted to eat more of it. And I'm not sure how I feel about that.
when you're somewhere
Yes.
and you're at this point in the meal
Yes.
and you're within eyes, you're like within, you can see people who are waiting for a table.
Yeah.
They're like perched on the edge, like
don't
waiting.
want you to
I'm waiting for you to die
the
so I
hell
can
out.
eat you, kind of thing.
Right.
There's such power in this moment.
It really is.
It's wrong how much I enjoyed it. I mean, there's
a bit of a
this part of me that
schadenfreude.
also gets anxious about it, but not after a beer.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. The beer
the
kind of.
pre-beer Jason would be like, "Oh, we should
Changes
probably
that.
get out of here, right?" The post beer Jason is more like, you know what? I think I might have enough. How hungry do they look? Oh, we're definitely gonna have it.
And don't rush it. We're good.
We're gonna just sit back here, take it in. It's gonna be lovely. It's gonna be.
It's
gonna be wonderful.
there's a line of it.
Oh, it's quite a line.
But I tell you, man, they say they got a campfire brownie.
Well, the campfire's back there.
No, they keep the
Oh, is it the
brownies?
campfire, the one that's like designed like the thing?
I have no idea, but it sounded good.
If it's the one that they serve up at the, you know, that place, counter
The
service
thing?
place. Counter service place. It's called, I don't know, I don't remember what it's called. It's really cool brownie.
Artist Point is.
No, that's the restaurant that doesn't exist anymore. Now it's Storybook. Storybook? No, that's
They still got all the signs there.
Story. Well, yeah, but it's not really Artist Point on it. Well, now it's a character dining thing.
No. Story Point. What's the point?
It's so bad. People are like, I can't do these anymore. It's gotten too embarrassing. I can't remember anything.
Yeah.
I think it's Storybook Dining.
Storybook Dining.
But that seems so obvious.
that's
like,
the worst
wrong,
name.
right? But I think that's what it is. Storybook Dining.
That's silly.
I think
And why wouldn't it be? Why would it not be Artist? You can still call it Artist Point because these storybooks are
Artist
illustrated.
Point with Storybook Dining.
There you go. Or just Artist Point Character Meal. Why did you have to change the name of the place? See, that's what I don't get. Artist Point
Well,
still
I
works.
didn't change the name.
what do you think?
I didn't even bite my lip. You know this flack.
I don't understand with the amount of punishment I put the inside of my mouth through sometimes. I don't understand how I'm not just like bleeding out of my face.
Right now, or
Well, just any time when
How often do you bite your
I
lip?
have hauled off and bitten the absolute snot out of myself. You know?
Oh yeah.
But for some reason, I'm not like bleh.
How angry do you get in those moments?
Oh, so angry. So angry.
Because like, if you do it,
Unreasonably.
if you're like out in public and it happens,
Yeah.
you're like, "Ugh," right? You don't make any
You have
sound.
to internalize it though.
Right.
Oh,
Oh
please.
yeah. Thank you.
Thanks so much. Thank you.
Kind of hoping she drops it.
You were hoping
I like Jess, but like
we need some entertainment around here.
she's
The
not gonna
duck
drop
isn't doing it for you.
She's even the dude who walked like a duck wasn't doing. When I'm at home and I bite my lip, it's amazing. I don't just like flip the entire table. Like I get so mad. I get so mad. So now I'm feeling guilty about having it. And now I'm feeling guilty
About
about having the table. Like there's a big table right there open. I don't know why they're not filling it.
well, see, that's what makes me feel good. If I see a blank table, well, it's not my fault these guys aren't sitting down. Somebody else is not doing their thing.
That's true. That's a good point.
I tell you, there's another blank one over there. I tell you the thing that gets me, like, turns on my fight or flight response all the way to fight is when I am listening. Now, in the age of wireless headphones, it doesn't happen as much, but I'll use corded headphones sometimes anyway. And I'll be listening to something in my headphones, and I'm doing some kind of work.
Yeah.
And
Don't mind me. I'm just ignoring your call.
no problem. But I'm doing some kind of work, maybe in the garage or whatever, and I turn in some way, and my cord catches on something, and it yanks the things out of my ears.
Yeah.
And I have this immediate flash fury response.
Oh.
I'm just like, no, I don't know what
you
it
have a
is.
raid response?
Very, very
You seem
fast.
so cool and
and
collect,
very short-lived.
Like
It's
flash in the pan kind of thing?
You know, it's a. If it was on a sort of a meter, it would just be.
For you guys?
I think I want that brownie thing.
You want this more brownie? No.
Does that come with an ice cream of some kind?
No. It does not.
Can it?
pushing your luck.
I don't have like an a la mode vanilla, but I have an apple sorbet, and then I have a coffee chocolate gelato
Oh.
that you can do on the side.
Well, let me do that.
The coffee chocolate gelato.
Oh, yes, indeed. I don't want to
Brown,
sleep
of course,
for
he
3
wants the
days.
brownie. Yeah, the brownie and
You want the brownie still too?
The brownie with the coffee gelato?
You'll
Yes.
get them as 2 separate plates, but you can leave them together.
That'll
Perfect.
work.
Do you want anything with you?
a spoon.
I'll bring extra spoons.
Thank you.
But you gotta ask.
Oh, we're gonna
if
be
you
that
can share.
couple.
He's a sharer
Is-
You're
sometimes.
lucky, I'm not.
he is,
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, no, I went out to eat with my husband last night, and I got a big like molten lava cake.
Yeah.
My husband looked at me and I said, "Don't even think about it."
Right, doesn't
Oh,
that make you
man.
mad? No, what makes me mad is when you say, like, you want something, and then the person says no,
And then they try it.
Yeah,
and then
and now they want your
eat half of
food.
what you got. Like, what is with that? I don't.
See, but our thing is like whenever I order a drink, like I never finish my drinks. Whenever we go out, like if I get an alcoholic drink, wine, anything, I never finish it. I don't. I just don't finish
Is it like a neurosis thing? Like you don't want to actually finish it? Like
No. I
no,
just-
you just
I
don't.
just don't
yeah,
finish
yeah.
it.
Your
And so my
appetite
husband
is
will
less
always
than the cup.
automatically go for my drink and finish it for me, and I'm like, wait. I actually most of the time I really want to finish it myself.
You want the option.
Yeah.
Right, you have
finish.
not cleared it
Exactly.
for...
I've not cleared it for him to drink.
Right.
But he'll just drink it. So
I
when it comes to
understand.
my dessert, oh no.
That I understand.
That's a fork in the leg for you.
Yeah.
Actually, my parents, when I was a kid, we used to like, we'd try to like take something off of someone's plate, and there'd be fork wars like at the table.
This is why I started ordering Raisinets when Michelle and I started dating, and she would, I said,
yeah.
"Do you want anything?" And she'd say no, and then we get in the theater, and she started eating my like junior mints or something. Like no.
So you say something specifically that she did not
I
like.
get Raisinets.
So there's kettle corn at the movie theater my husband and I go to, and we always have to get the large with the free refill because we'll eat the entire thing, but we'll fight over it. So one of us will have
You
to
can
go.
get a free refill kettle corn at the movie theater?
Yeah,
Which
like,
movie theater is this?
I live in Lakeland, so it's the one at the Lakeland Mall. They got kettle
Oh
corn,
my
and there's a
goodness.
little tab on the side where you get free refill. So like you can, let's say with a large drink or something, I think you can get a large drink for free as a refill. So we refill on the way out, so we'll have kettle corn.
Yeah,
on the
you
way
do.
out.
Yeah,
you do.
of
It's
course.
also 30 kettle corn in the car. Like that's my dinner for the whole night. is
That's
McDonald's free kettle
amazing.
corn.
That's the move.
There you go.
Thank you for
Lakeland
that.
movie theater.
Awesome.
That's great.
Very nice. Thank you.
Lakeland, how far is Lakeland?
I don't know. I know I've heard of Lakeland.
Well, I have to put on pants.
Probably. I tell you what you want, and they're building one right now, is the Alamo Draft House. The Alamo Draft House is a cinema tavern,
Yeah.
and the food is
Really?
exquisite.
It's not like your normal dine-in food. Dine-in.
No. This stuff is good.
you've been to
no,
the
it's
one-
not like the AMC dine-in.
No,
whatever.
no, that's not bad. But have you been?
haven't been there.
Have you been to the one out in Winter Garden? The one-
No.
Oh. I mean, the last movie I went to was 1 year ago yesterday.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's that.
And then the Alamo was supposed to be finished building last year, but it's going to be this year now.
But we go to,
But,
what is it called? It's called the Sinopolis. Sinopolis in Winter Garden. I don't know if they call it Winter Garden. They call it
Mr.
something else.
Sinopoulos was the guy that taught my industrial arts class in junior high
Oh
school.
yeah, that's him. That's him.
So Murray Sinopoulos.
Barry. Oh, Barry.
Oh, yeah, Barry too.
Like who's
Not said Murray, but either one.
Sinopoulos. Wasn't he in the Bee Gees?
He was. Gibb was short for Sinopoulos. He was like, I don't know. I don't want to get a stigma into people thinking that I'm. So I'm going to get a stage name. Gibb. We're going to call it Gibb. Mr. Sinopoulos, I think that's a great name. We're going to go with Gibb. But sir, I don't know. I don't even know who this is that's saying this.
You know,
but
you
it's-
sound like the Jack in the Box character on the Land of Misfit Toys.
Oh yes.
Rudolph.
Oh, but Mr. Sinopoulos. Why? This is a beautiful name.
Like I'm like half embarrassed and half amazed. Like this is like really. This bug keeps attacking me.
I didn't even make the connection of the Misfit Toys thing.
Just you wait. Just. every once in a while. Like I'm not a great dresser. I realize that. I tend to like stick to just like very basic tone, like you know, and my form doesn't really lend itself to like stylish clothing. But every once in a while, I feel good about myself.
I understand.
Every once in a
I
while.
understand.
This was a big beer. So you're gonna share just a little. I just want a little bite of the brownie.
Oh,
And there's a lot. It's
sure.
like-
I'm sure it
Don't
is
like-
an
like
irresponsible amount of food.
I'm not.
Because it sounds like it looks like the only way she can make that work is if I ordered 2 desserts. So I think that's what I've done.
Oh,
But-
you think? Oh, I can do this on the side, but actually it's like another
Yeah,
dessert. They're
it's,
gonna come on 2 plates.
right.
that's
See,
the clue.
that was the key, right?
Yeah. Oh, I see. So when you say 2 plates, can you put that on? Can you just put it on one plate?
Can you make just
Well,
a
no.
plate sandwich with it? Just,
No, I cannot put it on one plate. Like, well, why is that?
there's a Florida ordinance that says
Guys, I can't charge you for the extra plate,
right.
which I'm going to have to do. The line is shortened. I feel less
Well,
pressure.
see, and that table just cleared out finally, and this one still hasn't been filled up. So,
No, there's one. There's one.
oh, there's a person there.
Yeah. They're right there. Two.
Oh, 2 people. That's twice as many people. I don't know. I found that's really fun to do. Oh my god. Hello.
Oh my goodness.
Now, I don't remember seeing. Now I'm looking at the screen over here.
Uh huh.
I'm seeing things that I did not see on the,
Like what?
like the Cascadia Sangria cocktail and the Whippersnapper Sour.
No, they were there.
They were there? Yeah. I missed them completely.
They were under the drinks, like specialty drinks.
Oh, that would be where I would assume that it would be.
Why didn't you?
They're not under the cheese
They're not
section
under
there.
beer. That's what I'm saying. Well, there's your Rogue Dead guy.
Yeah, Rogue Dead guy. That's good stuff.
Interesting.
Elysian Dragon's Tooth Stout.
No,
and
that I don't.
Space Dust IPA.
Space Dust is good.
Whoever's coming up with their names is doing
Elysian?
a killer job.
Yeah.
And then Bud Light.
I'm pretty sure it's in a legalized state, probably.
Probably.
Right.
Probably. And it sounds
You know
very
what?
much like these people also
So-
indulge in a bit of the Dungeons and the Dragons.
I mentioned on last week's podcast that
Yes.
I began listening to how I built this with Guy
Oh, yeah,
Raz,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay. Excuse me. So I just finished listening to the one with Rick Steves,
Okay.
the travel dude.
The Travel Dude.
Do you know who I'm
I
talking
am
about?
not familiar with Rick Steves. This guy has 2 first names and the last one is plural. That already makes me not trust him, but
I mean, I can't even keep going with the story now, like, because you don't know who he is. It's not even going to, like, you're not going to be like, oh my goodness, Rick Steves, really?
well, these people don't know who he necessarily. I mean, I bet there's 1 or 2 of the 5 that we have listening to this at this point. Who knows who Rick Steves is?
You know who Rick Steves is?
But
Do you watch PBS ever?
I've been lying to you, and I
You ever watch-
am very close friends with Rick Steves.
Do you ever watch PBS?
I do not, actually. I watch very little broadcast television. And it's not out of a haughty thing. It's just a pain in the ass for me to do
Turn on the
something that's
television?
not on demand.
But you haven't always had on-demand, like...
Well,
you're
yes.
not-
Now
you're not,
I
like,
watched
you're not 20 years old.
PBS back in the day, but
Okay.
has he been doing travel things for
A long
time?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Still, and maybe if I saw him,
Rick
I just don't
Steves,
know him
travel,
as Rick
Europe.
Steves.
Okay.
Maybe I know him as
Well, there goes that story.
Old
That was
Hickory.
that was
or
a fun
something.
story. I'll save that one for, I don't know.
Well, let me do some homework
And then I'll
and watch some Rick
I'll-
Steves, and then I'll be able to appreciate your story.
I feel, yeah, how do you not... I don't know.
It's apparently quite easy.
Like, if you were
because
25
I did
years
it
old,
without even
if there was
realizing
a
it.
conversation with you, then I'd understand. Like, if it wasn't my... Like, you're like...
I find that I do have weird holes in my pop culture.
It's not even pop
Familiarity.
culture, It's like
Well, okay, pop culture or public broadcasting familiarity.
Okay, so let's establish some baseline. Are you familiar with Sesame Street?
I am very much familiar with
Okay.
Sesame Street.
Mr. Rogers,
Mr. Rogers, yes indeed.
the electric company.
Hey, you guys.
3, 2, 1, contact.
Oh yes, contact is the reason.
Bill Nye Science Guy.
Yeah. It's a little contemporary for me, but I'm familiar with it. Beekman's World. Now, are you a Beekman's World or a Bill Nye the Science Guy?
Bill Nye.
Bill Nye?
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of like Beekman better.
Actually, this wasn't PBS. I don't know where this was. Mr. Wizard's World.
Oh, now Mr. Wizard's World, yeah. I always liked in Dinosaurs when they had their version of Mr. Wizard, and Timmy was always getting blown up. And everyone's like, "I need another Timmy."
There was this. It's going to sound creepy because I'm now as old as I am. I'm saying
Sure.
this, right?
And please do that
look
while.
at that.
Oh, see, yeah. Very nice. Nice.
Okay, so the flames used to be bigger.
Not quite as furious of
The campfire.
fire.
Here, you go pick your spoon up so I can show you. The campfire has kind of. I mean, it's windy. It's windy.
It's windy.
The flames are blowing.
Yeah, you gotta
This doesn't
and
quite look
you're
like
trying not to let the enemy see you.
This
right?
doesn't
So
quite-
It's
This is subtle. The campfire doesn't quite
very
look like it does at the other place. That is that's an experience.
That's a.
I can't tell you how strong my urge to eat this is now that it's in front of me. Before, when we could have not ordered dessert, and I would have been like, okay, we don't need dessert.
This is a gelato, coffee-infused gelato, or a
berries.
gelato-infused coffee. I can't really
With
figure
berries.
out. And I don't know. If
Not
those-
even
those
Marion
are Marion
berries.
berries.
No, or
So
blueberries.
there's even Chuck berries, or even Marvin berry. This is a very sparkly piece of chocolate here.
I guess he's eating that. Oh. It's got some thickness to it.
Ooh.
This is a serious breakfast.
Stout,
Oh,
huh?
look at that. This is either going to be really, really good or really terrible.
That is substantial. It's okay.
It sucks. What are you talking about? It sucks.
Yeah,
Maybe it-
it's a little lackluster.
You know why they call it a campfire brownie? Because you're supposed to chuck it in a campfire.
Campfire.
Oh, Henry watched The Jerk for the first time with This reminds me of that scene. It's like, Mister, that dog no hero. I can't say what he called him. That dog, yeah.
Well, that's good cinema. You're being a very good parent. Introducing Henry to these
I had to
things.
buy it to show it to him.
It's weird that
I
there's
paid
some
$15.
there's some stuff that just isn't anywhere.
$15, Marcus.
Do you remember Better Off Dead? John Cusack? Currently not anywhere at all. It's streaming. You can't get it on iTunes. It's nowhere. If you can find a DVD of it, you can get that.
Which is what I did with Dinner for Five, which I'm beginning to make my way through with Jon Favreau, which is a lot of fun.
I tell you that Jon
I had to buy
Favreau,
it
he's-
from somebody
he's
in
going
the UK.
places.
I had to buy it because the episode I'm watching is from 2001, I think. So I had to buy it from somebody in the UK.
Really?
UK.
Yeah. See, this is good stuff.
You're gonna eat it all.
It's a little.
Imagine if you didn't get that.
This would be a disappointing
Well, this
capper to the. And it's the contrast between the exquisite burger and the completely lackluster brownie.
She shouldn't have even let us get that.
She should have warned us.
She should have been like ixnay on the brownie.
Yeah.
Okay, so when do you feel like you stopped watching PBS? Like even if you accidentally watched it from time to time.
I returned to it for Downton Abbey. That was on Masterpiece.
Was it on PBS?
Yeah. Oh, and Masterpiece also had Jeeves and Wooster.
Jews of Worcester?
No. But I now want to see that show too. In fact, if we have anybody that's good at writing, I have an idea for you.
Well, apparently I'm going to be in that room right next to you in hell. That's what
Well, it's about time.
oh my god.
Jeeves and Wooster. And it is a fantastic.
That's very different.
Fantastic series.
Is he like a butler? Jeeves?
Yeah, it's based on the P.G. Wodehouse Jeeves books. And Jeeves is played by Stephen Fry, and Bertie Wooster is played by Hugh Laurie, and it's absolutely wonderful. And it was on Masterpiece as
How do I
well.
remember Hugh Laurie?
Well, here in the U.S., we know him primarily for House.
Oh, that's Hugh Laurie. Oh, yeah, okay. I like him.
I know him more.
I know him more from little Stuart Little.
Oh, okay, yeah. The first time I encountered him was Blackadder.
Black Aggie.
Blackadder. It's a.
You can have that.
Say, thank you. I don't know what I did to deserve that, but okay. But yeah, Blackadder is a sort of a historical comedy, British, Rowan Atkinson.
How is it for you guys?
It's very good. Thank you very much.
Awesome.
Take the check when you have a chance.
No problem. All together on one?
Or we'll throw 2 cards in, right? Or-
Tables as well.
We don't have any tables.
They'll do tables here.
This is a table right
you,
here.
nothing.
No, it's strictly. In fact, if you don't have cash, they make you wash dishes. in
Yeah,
fact.
you
Right.
can wash some dishes and cook it in there.
Yeah. Only you though.
Yeah,
Just
he
me.
doesn't have to.
Right.
Only.
What if you have
It's because
like
it's your first time.
Exactly.
what if you have like a 3/100ths of a Bitcoin?
No.
No, that doesn't
They don't
work.
do that.
I ain't got no Bitcoin.
Nor Mickey dollars. They don't. Just Disney's.
Oh, man.
Thank you.
Check.
My table's expired at this point.
Really?
Like I've been using it up till the end of February, and that's when that's on the card it expired. Now I know people who have been using it beyond their expiration dates because like Disney was like, because you can't renew them, and there were
can
so
you
many,
not?
and there were so many months. No, you can't. There's no renewal them right now, and there were so many months where they weren't accepting it. There's like they just were extending it out. But now I feel like, for me, I don't know whether I feel okay using it anymore. And I guess I could keep trying, but not here, not here. Certainly wouldn't try here.
Mine is most definitely expired.
When did yours expire?
12:30.
Oh, today?
No, as in before the year started. Whoops, and I have used it a couple of times. Yeah.
Well,
But if you can't renew it, what am I supposed to do? If they'd let me, I would.
that's the thing, right? And I don't think you can right now. I could be
These guys
wrong,
keep taking
but
them
I don't think you.
without looking at the expiration date. What's that to me?
Yeah, well, here you can't use anything. No pass holder. I should have said that from the beginning. Would you have ordered less food?
No.
Yeah, there's no.
Well, I
basically,
wouldn't
this
have ordered the
works.
bread.
Thank you.
That should be your guys'.
It works as like a counter service restaurant. Whereas
Gotcha. Now,
I'd
tables, though.
actually willing. So most lounges do take tables though.
Yeah.
So if we were at a territory lounge, which we will be in a few minutes, they will take tables there. Mm-hmm. I don't know if they take expired tables, but they take tables there.
That's a very specific kind of Jameson.
Well, this was fun.
This
Did
was
you
fun.
enjoy this?
I did. This is a
Will you come
fantastic
back
place.
here?
I will.
And it's the kind
I
of place you
like
can roll. You
said,
and Emily can just roll in.
roll it. That is very cool. And I like. Now, before we sat down, it was actually lighter outside,
So you can see.
and I did see. It's
beautiful, right?
Very nice, very lovely, and so certainly like a late afternoon kind of thing would be perfect because.
Or an all day.
Or you can just be here all day. You can be the norm of this establishment.
But you move around. You know, you move
That way
around.
you don't get bed sores or stool
Make
sores.
sure you roll. Oh, yes, that's right. I do. So, I mean, you mentioned like setting up shop, but there have been. I haven't done this in nearly. I mean, I should do this more often. I don't know why I haven't done it recently, but pre-COVID,
Yeah.
it was common for me to come here and set up shop, and I would do conference calls from here, bring my laptop, get work done.
That's
You
another one-
can sit down here and do it. You can go up into, you can go over to Carewood. Have you been to Carewood Pacific Room?
I have not, no.
So many things to show you.
Well, yeah. You need to get on that.
The many levels in the lobby that have fireplaces and
I did
rocking
see that.
chairs.
Yeah.
Have you been to this resort before?
This is the first time I've been to this resort.
Are you kidding?
I am not kidding. But I love it. I've always loved the pictures and the videos and the things.
First time to Wilderness Lodge?
First time in a wilderness lodge, right here. Congratulations, you were with me on this.
Well, I feel like when I asked if you've been to Geyser Point before, that's the moment you should have said, actually, I've not even been to this resort before.
Well, it's the overblown reaction that I always get to that kind of thing that makes me shy away from it. No, not last time I was there, which was never.
I mean, it kind of feels more awkward now, though. Like if you just led with it, like, actually, I've never been to this resort. Oh, well, welcome to the Wilderness Lodge.
Thank you very much.
I still hold it out. It's like this is my favorite Disney resort.
Even not having been here, I knew that this would be my favorite resort because the Pacific Northwest whole aesthetic is right up my alley. The way they do it is extremely good.
It doesn't have my favorite restaurants. It doesn't have the best pool. It doesn't have direct access to a park.
Yeah.
It's still my favorite because there's something that feels like home. You just feel like you're
Yes,
home.
that's exactly
Thank
And
you
I have
so
nice
much.
things around each card seat.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. That's for you.
Thank you very much.
So yeah, that's not too much damage there.
Yeah. That's another point in its favor, man. That's the price, not bad.
Yours came out to $15, right?
It sure did.
Yeah. So I mean, I like altogether our meal. Like it was before tip, after tax, but before tip was $32.
And that's a giant boiga with the fries, a beer.
I mean, every time you say the burger,
desserts.
every time you say that, they call the burger that, like, however you say it.
The boiga?
Yeah, it sounds like you're talking about that actor from the sequels, the Star Wars sequels. Right?
Oh, John Boyega.
Yeah. Like, what does he have to do with
I wonder if Boyega.
Yeah.
That's I hadn't really put that together.
It's been bothering me all night.
Who's the hamburger guy? That's me. I never get that. That has to be
Anyway.
something that's a thing that he gets all the time.
Oh,
It's like when your last name
sure.
is Vowel and everybody wants to say, "Hey, can I buy a vowel?" And you're like,
What do they say?
"Can I buy a vowel?" You're like, "You're the first one to." My last name does sound like a type of letter.
Do you know
How
Vanna?
odd. I've never thought of that before. And And Wheel of Fortune is all about letters.
I can't take it anymore. Check, please.
I would like to buy a vowel.
Oh my god.